Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Off play action. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throwing right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Now sliding to his left. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And wings it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down, whether you're running it or you're throwing it.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they have the first points of the game.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for space. It's Gibson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down. He's got it on the sideline. Flying out to the left. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got a man. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake. Down to throw. They're working that left side. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Barker. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that foot.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Texas, 28, Indiana, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mendoza. Buys a little time. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in it.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The play-action fake. On the run, still looking. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football.
Breaks into the open on the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fires on the move. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Gonna run it. It's Gibson. Slithers into space. There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Longhorns are on the move. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. 2nd down coming up. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
He's going to throw deep right side, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got a 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Verrier. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just keep slinging it. Now improvising. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 30. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Indiana, 28.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Verrier. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Finds the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fires into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had it.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He's got it. Find some fresh air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now rolling to the left. Complete. Just keeps moving. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He makes a catch. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. He'll take a shot. And they can hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. Snags it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
63, Indiana, 42.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
63, Indiana, 49.
Coming out with it, it's Verrier. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He's in open space downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Hoosiers are in the red zone. Here we go. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it on the move. He stopped just.
been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Green 25.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it down. They have to take care of the football. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The sure hands, it's Chandler. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Under fire. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Verrier. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. This is a designed run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, that defense didn't need to give this offense any more help. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.